the gun down, slide it over to me, and stay up here for another hour. That's all you have to do. Please don't do it.
Please don't do it. He told you, he gave you a chance. But I think that you didn't think that he was sincere, and this life taught you to not trust a stranger like that who is presented as your enemy. So for sure he was gonna do that poor guy. Go now, go. Oh, it's gonna end bad, it's gonna end bad! It's not him!
Step on out, save us some time.
I'll come out. Just let the kids go.
No, the girl is with the man who killed Brian, and Sam will stand with you.
You don't understand.
But I do. But did you ever stop to think that maybe he was supposed to die?
He's just a fucking kid.
Well, kids die, Henry. They die all the time. You think the whole world revolves around him? That he's worth everything?
It's family?
Is what
For sure you was everything.
Are you taking me and run? Yes. Do it.
What can you do? What can you do?
It's time, Henry.
It's all of them with their guns against you. Same, but not for the same reason. Why is it getting the thing which is under the floor? Oh, it's a good time to get out. Whoa! Oh no, for all of them it's not one thing. Oh, what the fuck? Run. Yes, and protect them, only them. Keeping an eye on you, he's gonna protect you. And Ray and Sam, where are they? Eh? Eh? Why are you? Okay, really, you're so loyal and dedicated. Okay. If they are all surviving without being beaten somewhere, you know, and all. Oh no! Yes! Yes! Run! They're gonna survive for real. I mean, you know, the far away. one of you was...
Look, I don't know exactly how I'm getting to Wyoming. I'll probably walk him. You know, if you want to. Yeah. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I think it'd be nice for something from your dating star.
I don't think. I would love that, but all of the parts of my body are screaming, no, it's not gonna happen. Too good to be true.
Do you want to not look scared? Never. I'm scared all the time. Scorpions.
But it's not gonna happen to him also. You know it. You know that it's only you.
Blood is medicine.
I know it's only you. It's not gonna work like that, Ellie. You want to believe it, Ellie, but it's not gonna work. I can't read, I have too many tears.
Hey.
Henry. You were forced to do it. Henry. Oh, he's gonna kill himself. He's gonna kill himself. Just like that? I can't. Just like that. You're insane. His brother was all of his life for sure. He was gonna kill himself. Because it didn't work.
Let's go.
Oh, I love Anya so well. Really, just like that, like that's it. Yes, he got infected infected and transformed. Yes, his brother, his own brother, who did all of that, who suffered all of that to save his brother, his little brother, killed him. Yes, after that he killed himself. Let's bury them, and that's it. We move on. End of the episode. Like really, I think that really for the time that it lasted at the end of this episode, it's less than 2 minutes. You're crazy? I mean, you know, the writers, they're really crazy if they think that I can switch from that big thing, you know, that big emotion, me crying that much, to that's it, let's move on. That's the end. Ta-da! But ta-da yourself? No? Fuck you. Are you gonna do that each time? Each 2 episodes, we're gonna have a big episode which is gonna be really emotional, in which we're gonna meet new characters, non-player characters, you know, into the game, who are illustrating, you know, a part of the story, a part of this universe, a part of the context, you know, all of that. We're gonna, you know, discover them into one episode, and we're gonna say goodbye to them into the same episode, and each time I'm gonna cry that much. Fuck you! I want to insult people, you know, in French. I knew that. I had to prepare that tissue. I knew it. And you know, it's making me mad because really during the intro, I told you what was gonna happen. Like really, my predictions were right. Like I told you that I wanted this episode to talk more about that context, you know, them going after the ones who collaborated, but I wanted them to explore that subject, the fact that people collaborated. Are you sure that they all collaborated? They need a real justice and a fair trial. To do justice by yourself just like that, you know, by killing all of them, you're like this dictature. In fact, at the end, to understand the reasons why people collaborated, to understand that maybe they collaborated once because of this reason, because they were threatened, something like that, that it's not, we have levels of betrayal, if you can say it like that, but no matter what, justice has to be done, and killing someone just because you decide to, because you need that revenge for yourself, is it really justice? You know, it's really subjects that you need to discuss about. People who can collaborate during period of times like that, justice to do, you know, for these people, what kind of justice, the question of revenge also, all about that, you know, the fact that right there we were with Henry and with Sam, but again, if something like that is happening to Joel, to Ellie, to Joel's brother, maybe we're gonna be on the side of Kathleen, in fact, you know, because, you know, Kathleen and Joel would be the same, would seek for a revenge for their brother. You know, all of that, it was subjects that I told you during the intro that I wanted them to discuss about. They did it. I said that we would discover more about Henry and Sam, and I wanted that, but I said also that I couldn't picture them going on that journey, you know, with Joel and Ellie. So 2 options right there, for them to die, or for them to all succeed to get out, even if Kathleen, even if the infected, even if it's hard, you know, to get out of a city like that without being seen, you know. All of this, even if it was too many if, you know, so I had trouble to think that this second option, you know, one option for all of them, I mean for Henry and Sam to die, second option, they managed to get out and they're going separately, you know, in their own journeys. I said during the intro, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna die. I even prepared a tissue for that, this one. And still, you had me. You know how they had me? During the first part of the episode, you know, discovering all of what happened for Henry and Sam, that, you know, I understood how they did it, why they did it, that was well done. You know, to make us understand what happened for Henry during this particular 11 days and how they met after that with Joel and Ellie, how they began, you know, to bond, really, to spend time with them, Ellie and Sam, the fact that they had fun together and all. So all of that, it was for that, you know, to have the context of Henry and Sam, their story, and to create the beginning of a relationship between these 2 duo, you know. The plan itself to get out, I really thought that something would go wrong during all of that. Kathleen, the infected, like I thought that during the travel, you know, it would go wrong. It was not the case. So they almost got me right there, like I was like, okay, it's a success. So the fact that Henry gave himself to Kathleen like that, I was like, that's it, he's gonna die right there. So maybe we're only gonna have Sam, or no, it's not gonna happen. I even thought at some point that maybe they would take Ellie and they would force Joel to collaborate with them against Henry and Sam, you know. I thought that it would be an interesting, you know, a form of also talking about collaborating with the enemy and stuff like that. But no, they didn't go that far. I was glad to see the infected, you know, coming like that. And there were so many! Like, I was surprised by it, but I was like, yes, cool! Oh guys, they can get out. But with all of these deaths and all, I was like, that's it. Okay, one of them is gonna die, one of them is gonna get beaten and all. But after that, you know, the fact that they had these moments with them, you know, just talking to each other, like, okay, in fact, we're gonna come with you, you know, Henry and Sam, I was like, they checked each other, you know, if they're okay or not. So they are really all okay? Are we sure of that? They almost got me really at this moment, because I was really like, if I'm living a moment like that with my brother, with someone from my family, after that, you know, for sure I'm gonna check all of the parts of his or her body, and for sure I'm gonna even check, you know, all of the parts of my body, you know, to be sure that I'm alright, that, you know, with the adrenaline and all of what was happening, I didn't miss the fact that someone bite me. So right there, they got me at that moment. And it's really when they began that moment with Ellie and Sam that I was like, okay, the face of that kid is gonna confess that something happened to him. But for Ellie to promise that it's gonna work, you know, that her blood would work, I don't think that she truly believed so. I think that she wanted to believe so, to reassure this kid, to be with him, you know, to believe and to just have some hope. And that's why I think that she didn't say it to Joel or to Henry, because she didn't want for them to be afraid. And I think that she knew inside that if she would have said it to Joel, he would have killed, you know, Sam just like that without hesitating, or he would have let them just right there. Like, he wouldn't have taken the risk when she was ready to take the risk because she wanted to believe, to have some hope. It's the difference, you know, between being sure that it's gonna work and believing that maybe it can work. And really, the fact that it didn't work, the fact that Henry killed his brother himself, that he didn't fully understand during that moment that he was doing it, and that when he realized that he did it, he killed himself. That was not a surprise, that final move for me, because really during that moment when he did it, my first reaction and my first thought, it was like, you just killed your brother for whom you did all of that. You know, all of what happened during this episode, we discovered it during it. He did it to save his brother, you know, to have medications for his brother. That's why he betrayed that great man. That's why he did something awful and all. He knows that it was awful, but he did that thing for his brother right there. He did all of that for his brother. So to kill his brother himself, like, he couldn't. To live with the idea that you killed your own brother, it's awful. His whole life was about his brother and protecting his brother. All of what he just suffered, it was for that. All of what he suffered and all, it was just for that. For sure, he would kill himself. But it was truly awful to see that. The fact that the characters, they can just switch and just go like, okay, we're gonna bury them and we're gonna continue our journey after that. For them it's natural. I mean, for Joel it's natural. I don't think that it's the first time that he lived something awful like that. Again, I remember Tess during the episode 2 saying that they did bad stuff, that they are not good people and all. For Ellie it's a little different. But I think that she's beginning to understand what Joel maybe already understood since a long time. Okay, she lets that note, you know, about being sorry, but she was sorry that it didn't succeed, you know. She was not sorry that she believed, that she wanted to help. She was sorry, you know, about the fact that it didn't work, it didn't succeed, but she was not sorry about the fact that she wanted to help, and that end, you know, she can't be sorry for how it ends. Do you understand what I mean? She's sorry for the part in which she could have helped and it didn't work, but the rest, it's not her fault. I hope that she understands that, and I think that she does. Now she does, you know. Really, it's gonna be like that each time that we're gonna meet new non-player characters of the game. Each time these writers, they created an entire background, an entire story for them that we're gonna discover during the majority of the episode without even thinking a little about Joel and Ellie, not that much. And at the end they're gonna die, we're gonna be separated, something bad is gonna happen. I know that into a game these things, they happen really like, it's just like that, and it's almost logical. It's really just chapters, you know, into a game. But into a show, oh yeah. It's different. And again, me, I didn't play to the game, so I'm just watching this show like that, and but I'm pretty sure that all of what was created around Henry and Sam and also Kathleen during this episode, I'm pretty sure that you into the game, you had maybe 30% of it, but I'm pretty sure that it was all, you didn't have all of what we had during this episode. Right there, I really think that it's a little like for Bill and Frank during the episode 3, the writers really created an entire story around that to talk about big subjects and also to make us connect with these characters and feel for them and cry at the end. Okay, normally next episode it's gonna be a shorter one, only about Ellie and Joel. Maybe they're gonna finally talk about, for Ellie, what happened into the mall, for Joel, what happened with his daughter. That's gonna be a good episode, the next one. This one, I cried, I'm gonna cry again during the eating. Cool, really cool. No, it was cool. And these two, you know, they were great, these two characters. They are so sweet, so great. For sure, at some point it was too good to be true, so for sure they needed to die. You know, really, I began this episode saying they're gonna die. That's it, I learned my lesson with episode 3. They made me have some up during the episode. You're not gonna have me anymore. I'm gonna be prepared, you know, for the episode 7, I'm gonna be prepared. And I'm not gonna believe that people are gonna stay alive. It's gonna be a surprise, you know, if we're gonna meet at some point new characters and they're not gonna die. Really, I'm gonna be shocked. I'm gonna be like, for real? Okay, I'm gonna end right there this video. Again, if you want the extended reaction part of this reaction video without the logo into it, and if you want to support me, you have my Patreon for that. Okay, it's all for you and for me for this video, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.